Hi, everyone. Welcome to another California Psychics Live. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Carly. I'll be your moderator, and I'm here with Psychic Kerrigan. Kerrigan, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you, Carly. How are you?
I am doing well. I know I'm very excited that it's no longer Mercury retrograde. I all day long, I'm telling people, our customers on our blog and on our social media, make sure you double check all of your emails and your text messages. Don't make travel plans. The last week of Mercury retrograde, I emailed the wrong person. I'm trying to email someone in our customer service team. They weren't answering me. And then finally I found out I emailed the wrong person. Doesn't even work for our company. And I was like, I did it. Mercury retrograde got to me, strikes again. But we're good now, though. It's over. Are there any other astrological events happening, that we should be aware of, or in the sky that is gonna drop a bomb on us?
I think it's going to be smooth sailing. Well, not smooth sailing, but pretty peaceful for right now. I think we're in the clear. Yeah.
That is good to hear. That is what I need right now.
Yes.
But I know that a lot of people have tons of questions, so I know we're going to get started with that. But for anyone that has never done a live reading with us before, a few ground rules. One, we want to make sure we're asking very specific questions. Kerrigan has a lot of people to talk to in this next hour, so we want to make sure the questions are very specific so she could connect fast and get you your answer quickly. That was rule number one. Two, if you are asking specific questions about someone, make sure you mention their name. Again, it just helps Kerrigan connect faster. So if it's a loved one, whether they're deceased or a relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, make sure you use their first name. We won't be able to answer any questions that have to do with legal advice or health advice. So anything about getting sick or a court case, those aren't the type of questions we'll be asking. So if you do ask them, I'll skip over them. So ask a different type of question. But without any further ado, do you want to jump in and start with our first question?
Sure.
Perfect. So let's see. First question it was a legal question. Remember, guys, no legal questions. Montria says, will me and Mike get back together?
Montria and Mike. Montria, I feel like Mike will circulate back around to you, but it's not right now. It's not in the immediate. There's going to have to be time that both of you kind of journey on your own to learn more self-discovery, to kind of flush out the old, to allow in the new behaviors, new ways of thoughts, new expressions, new emotions have to manifest right now for the both of you, because you don't want to jump right back into what it was. You want to become better and grow more in tune with each other as you are on that separate path. But I will tell you this, because this was coming through. There is definitely a male spirit from the spirit realm with you that is guiding you. That it's not spooky by any means. It's actually the energy that's coming through. It feels like a deceased loved one. And I feel that there's a lot of protection, a lot of safety with you. I know you didn't ask that, but that is coming through. And for whatever reason, they want you to know that. But when we get into like the probably end of July going into August, Mike should try to start communicating with you again. And please just take it super duper slow. I mean, honestly, you don't want to jump into something with Mike and have a repeat of what happened. You want to take it slow. You want to be able to put those boundaries down, your self boundaries, his boundaries. You both are going to have to do some negotiation, working things out, but that will come later. You just kind of want to hit that refresh, restart button, regain that friendship, regain some trust. And then I feel like at that point in time, you may be able to be successful as partners. Now, one more thing that they're showing too is you will have somebody else come on your path, and that might be a little bit confusing to you. Because they are going to look at you as a romantic person. And even though your heart might not be there, theirs is. So you can just, gently decline and say, I would just like to be friends, and that would be fine. But I mean, if you're interested, at least, the worst case scenario is you could be at a crossroads where you have two people to choose from. And that can be confusing, but it's also a blessing. So remember all of that information that I just gave you as you continue to move forward over the next couple of weeks. And, when we get into that end of summertime.
Nice. Ashley Vance says, hi, Kerrigan. I'm wanting to know, what does moving look like for me? Will I get pre-approved for a home? Are you able to see if my next move will be a home? Thank you so much.
Yes, right off the rip. I do see like a sunrise, a sunset. That's a brand new day, right? Because the sunrise is coming up and it sets. So those are new doorways opening up for you. What I'm hearing is new. I do feel new. I don't feel like I don't feel like you're going to build it from the foundation up, but I do feel like it will be a home that will be definitely newer and new for you. But the pre-approval, I feel like, is the biggest thing that you're worried about. Remember, there's a lot of power in prayer, power in manifestations. You have to go into this looking like, I'm getting it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to get this. And you cannot waver from that. You can't doubt that one second. You have to keep going into it with that mindset to make that manifest. If you believe it, you're going to be able to see it. If you're going to be able to see it, that means you can will it to you. And then once you believe it, see it, and will it, then Ashley, you just do it. So yeah, it's definitely coming to you. I feel like it will probably be, I don't feel like it's going to take too awful long. You could be looking at 3 months at the most, and I'm really stretching it. You could be looking at 6, but no longer than 6. And that's a big stretch. I feel more comfortable at 3, but let's put some cushion in there just in case.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Manisha says, I did not get into nursing, or I did not get accepted into nursing school. What should I do next? Please help me.
Sure. Okay. The thing of it is, I feel like you didn't get in, not because you don't have the knowledge and not because you don't have that Florence Nightingale heart. I don't feel like that at all. You have the knowledge and you have the compassion to help the most people in a physical way. Brush up on some of I feel like it's mathematics, like equations, fractions, like allied health math, perhaps. Not sure why I'm saying that. But that's one of the things that I'm hearing over here. Brush up on the math. If there's some sort of programs on the computer where you can just learn them and repetitive, like how we play games on our phone, just start playing like games like that for mathematics, because I feel like that, like, I think it's called dosage and calculation. Back in the day when I was in college, that's what we had, was dosage and calculations. To calculating the dosages and stuff like that. Practice that. And honestly, I feel like come fall, try again to a different academic institution. And you will be a nurse. You will. I know you will. It's don't let this discourage you. Just don't let that discourage you. Please don't. I've done education in my life as a student, as a professor for many, many years before I came to California Psychics. So know that there is always a doorway that will open up. And the positive side is enrollment is low. So there's not a lot of people that are actually, jumping on the academia wagon right now because of what we've come out of. So your chances are in your favor in that department. But I feel like it was the testing that kind of got you in this non-acceptance status. But brush up on the math. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. And I'll tell you what, I actually see you being psych nurse. I do see you being psych nurse in the beginning, maybe as an internship, maybe as a practicum or something like that. And then I see you moving forward to different departments of the medical professionalism. Yeah.
That is awesome news.
Yeah.
Mirna asks, why did my relationship with Adon end, and will we get back together? Please and thank you.
Mirna and Adon. The thing that I'm picking up with this part of it, Mirna, is that Adon and you had that connection. And then the connection was so intense that both of you wanted the connection to where it was so consistent, it was so frequent, and then it just kind of was inconsistent and infrequent. And I feel like there was a little bit of anxiety there, which made you question you, which made Adon question Adon. So when we start to doubt and question and not have good communication, because I don't feel like you knew why you were feeling the way that you felt. There was something that was more of an undertone to that, and vice versa. It just feels like fast energy when I'm coming into it, Dawn. So fast, I'm starting to get a little bit of pulsation in my head. Fast, go, go, go energy. And you're ready for tradition. You're ready for building your life, settling down, connecting the dots where Adon is still into the great wide open. So those things weren't communicated either. Getting back together, you can, but I wouldn't, because you have something better coming for you. I do see that very clearly when we get into the Halloween timeframe. You should already be in a brand spanking new exclusive relationship with somebody that really knocks your socks off. And I know you probably can't see it or feel it now, but that time will change. And when we get to that pivotal point, I feel like you'll see how that's all going to shift. The dynamics are going to shift. But it's there. The energy's there for you to have that love, for you to have that like eternal love, that it will come. But I don't feel like I don't feel like that Adon is someone that you should allow to make to your future. You shouldn't like give that access code or that permission to make it, because it's going to take Adon a while to settle down. It truly is.
Thanks. Let's see. Next question is over on YouTube from Angelica. It says, my mother Jessica and my grandmother Maria have passed on. Do they have any advice or guidance for me? I'm currently in a relationship with a guy named Andy. Wants to know any details about my love life. So does Jessica or Maria have any advice for Angelica's love life?
Well, the thing of it is the wave of energy that's hitting me, first of all, is that grandmother Maria and mother Jessica heard you ask for somebody to come into your life. So since they're not physically here to guide you verbally how we would as human beings, they just skipped all that and they said, I'm going to pick up this person right here, and I'm going to put Angelica right here. I'm going to put them right together, and they better make a connection. And if they don't make a connection, we're going to push them together to make a connection. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a spiritual force that has definitely brought both of you together simply because you needed somebody to be in your life to make you feel the most balanced so you can continue to help the most people. Andy. Okay. So it's no secret Andy can go back and forth like a pendulum, but that's just thought processes. It doesn't mean that Andy doesn't care about you. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want to move forward and have this relationship successful. He does. Their message, and I'm still trying to reel them in here, can definitely continue the path, but the biggest thing that I feel like they're saying, and it's right now in this moment, and as we move forward, continue to awaken your magic. And by that, it continue to be you, because you are them. You are their magic. You are their miracle. And I'm not sure what that means for you. But I feel very strong that you just brought them so much joy, both of them, so much joy, that their life would have been completely different had you not come in it. So you are their magic. You are their miracle. It's the way I'm taking it. They may have told you something different about that, because it was pretty clear what I was hearing. But let me know if that means something. Maybe type it out. Drop my crystal. Sorry. Crystal hates me now. I'll just pick up another one. But yes, definitely drop a line if that miracle makes sense to you, because I feel like, for some reason, I feel like it does. I'm just not sure how it fits in, other than the simple fact that you definitely changed their lives. And you asked for Andy to come in. You did at one point in time. Bring me somebody that's going to do this, 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 and this, and be this, this, and this. And they're like, okay. And then they did. So I feel like you're right on track. You're right on target. And I want to tell you something, Angelica. All relationships, they're not perfect. We open up that book, and, we open up the Gold Rule book, and we're reading all these beautiful fairy tales about, the princess and the prince and the kisses and the roses. That's storybooks, honey. We put our boots on and we lace them up to stay in relationships. They're not easy at all. Not at all. So remember that as you move forward, because there will be times where you have challenges, but it's no different than normal people. Every normal relationship has challenges. But I'll tell you something, when you overcome those challenges, your bonds become thicker, they become stronger, and they become everlasting, long lasting. So don't be so quick to throw the towel in and be like, okay, so you wore purple today, we're done. That's just silly stuff. That's just silly. So if you're going to be in the relationship, be in the relationship through good and through bad. Because, without good, without bad, there's no good. There's no lessons learned. Without the sun, there's no moon. Without the solar system, there's no planet. So, things like that. You have to do that comparison contrast when you get into those tougher times that both of you can definitely succeed in making through.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And then before we go on to the next question, I just wanted to ask you about your crystals. I know that we have a lot of people that, call about different crystals, and we have tons of blogs on like the best crystals for XYZ. How do you use crystals? I know I have several on my desk right now.
Yeah, I'll show you. I have a whole plate of them.
So do I.
Yeah, sometimes I do readings with them too. I'll show you I have seashells and crystals and stuff like that. But, sometimes during readings, if somebody is very confused and they don't know where to start, well, I've got, my love crystals and balancing crystals here, which represent, many different things. But like the rose quartz, if they're like, I'll just say middle, left, or right. And they'll be like, okay, the left. So then okay, so purple, blue, or pink, because they don't really know. And that tells me that what they're being shown or what they're feeling toward is what is most imbalanced for them, whether it be emotionally, with their chakras. And then I'll say, well, why don't we start with love? What's heaviest on your mind? What's in your heart? What do you need to know about that? But yeah, I've got so many different assorted ones here. This one's my favorite. It's kind of like citrine.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, but it's got all these really cool things with it too.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I love that one. But yeah, that's what I do.
That is very interesting. I've never heard of like a reading, like the crystals helping you to kind of see what the person is in balance with by crystals. That's really interesting.
I actually, when I did face-to-face readings way before California Psychics, I have a big like platter, like how we would serve food at holiday stuff with a big platter, and I would probably throw 300-400 crystals on that platter, and then I wouldn't use cards or anything. I would just have the crystals and say, pick out 6 crystals. And whichever ones they were most drawn to told me what they needed to know. And it was very spot on all the time.
That's awesome.
So many different types of meanings. You know, they have just so many different types of meanings. Yeah. So, I mean, I like that part of it. I really do. I like that whole part of how crystals can not only balance us, but they can also tell us what we need to know too in our actual lives to help us gain more knowledge.
It's so funny that you said you have it on like a serving platter, because literally I would bring it, but I have to move my computer. But I have like a serving platter of just crystals all on it.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, let's see what we have next. Just a couple of announcements. I know people kind of jump in and out. We can't answer any legal or health questions. So I saw a couple of pregnancy questions. I'm not skipping you on purpose, but we ask a different question. We won't be able to answer any of those. Let's see. Beth says, when will Dave contact me? Will we get back together?
Beth and Dave. It feels like there's been some time lapse here. It does. It feels like there's been a duration of time since Dave has made the initiative to text her, hello. You know, with him, honestly, Beth, don't be mad at me, but Spirit's saying yes, you care, but you care way too much. And you want somebody to care for you equally as much as you care for them. And Dave did. They said he did. It's still, your energy with each other is still flowing. It's still evolving, but this is a lot slower. So reaching out to you could be weeks. Honestly, it could be weeks. I'm sorry. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm authentically feeling and hearing and seeing. And I hear, feel, and see. It's kind of a major confirmation for me. Yeah. Just hang in there. Hang in there.
Yes. Tania says, how's July looking for my financial and relationship situation?
All right. Financial, I feel like there's new growth, new abundance, new beginnings. I do. There's new money coming in. Don't be going out and buying the new Louis or Gucci right now, because you can't do that. Wait until this time next year to do that. They want you to be cautious with the money that you do have coming in. I heard that 100%. But I'm not seeing silver. I'm actually seeing gold. So whatever adventure you're starting on financially, you're in right time. Definitely in right time. They want you to focus more on occupation, career, entrepreneurship, money right now over relationship. But relationship will balance out. It will balance out. But you have to make it a second priority right now. You have to. That's what they're saying. If you want to cross the finish line with 2 gold medals, then you have to put the relationship on the back burner and know that it will form. It will manifest. Hold on a minute. I'm seeing 2. I'm seeing 2 different options here. I know your heart I can feel it. Your heart wants to go one way. You have that mindset on one direction, but they're gonna throw you a curveball too. And I think it's gonna be possibly a test to see if that's where you want to be. And if you want to switch cognitive directions, that's absolutely fine. Either way, you're not going to be single. You're not going to be Kerrigan with 6 cats on a Saturday night watching the Golden Girls. You're not going to be like that. You will be in a relationship, but I feel like it's more moving into the 4th quarter of this year. I really do. Like solid, exclusive, no doubt in my mind at all. I know I'm here. I've landed. Money's good. Work's good. Home is good. Friends are good. Social circle's good. Relationships good. Family's good. I mean, that's what you're walking into 4th quarter. So don't try to put the horse before the cart, so to speak, you know?
Got it. Yeah. Let's see. Carly, question so tall I have to stand up. Carly says, I have been dating around and having flings that haven't gone anywhere for quite some time. I recently was dating a guy, Eric, that I really liked until he suddenly got cold feet and left. Why?
Well, I'm going to say this with love and a whole bunch of it. And I want you to know this first. Before I was married, I dated 9 drummers. Not playing. I did 9 people at one, just trying to fix me and figure out who was good for me. But that kind of energy, it is residual energy. That go, go, go. Okay, I'm going this way, this way, this way, that way. Oh my gosh, one more time energy. It still lingers and it takes time to wear off. And I feel very strongly that Eric picked up on that. And he was a little bit concerned, is she going to do that again? Even though you probably did not present yourself like that. And I don't feel like you did. I feel very strong that we do have residual energy. That's just, you walk in a room and people are like, what's that person about? They got a whole bunch of other people energy on them, right? Because it happens and it takes time to shake off. But I tell you what, when it comes to Eric, and I'm not trying to be mean about Eric at all. If Eric can't handle you at your worst times, he can't handle you at your best times. And he don't deserve you. So if he's getting cold feet from residual energy, then that means you had a weak man. And I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest. And you need to have somebody that's strong, because if you can be out there juggling all of this, that means you're a tough person, right? It does. It truly means that. And ground it. I want you to do this, because I'm hearing this from Spirit. As we get into July, August, September, the prime months of dating and having fun, don't date. Don't date you. Make dates with yourself, because you have to get to know who you are and strip away all those layers of what you've come out of with interacting with other people, and all of the other people that you had the flings with. They've left impressions on you, not only emotional impressions, but physiological impressions of metaphysical energy. You need to kosher salt, get some box of kosher salts, put it in the bottom of your shower, swish it back and forth between your feet, because that kosher salt is going to remove all residual energy from your magnetic field. It's the truth. Start doing that. Put lotion on your feet so they don't itch, okay? But you need to do that for a couple of weeks. And you definitely, Spirit is saying, you need to stop dating, period, except date yourself, and really make that a big deal. Like, hey, I'm going out with some friends tonight. I'm dating myself, and if somebody asks, talk about it. For the love of God, talk about it. Well, why aren't you with anybody? Oh, I am. I'm with me, because nobody's better than me right now. And I'm trying to figure all the rest of that part of it out, and that works. And then there is a conversation piece that some hot person down at the end of the room is like, wow, Carly's really getting herself put together. I might want to just make sure that I'm on that dancing card. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win-win-win all the way around. It's tough to not date people. It is. It truly is. But I think you can do it. And if you get through this, the next person that you actually start to date, Carly, they will be that forever and ever. Amen. With no doubt. No doubt at all. So look at the bigger picture instead of the short term that you could do, just trying to visualize the bigger picture. That way, with no doubt, who you are, what you're coming out of, and you're shedding your old skin, and then you're squeaky clean and brand spanking new for somebody new who you can build a pretty decent life with. And I tell you, when you get to that pivotal point, you're going to be like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because it's coming. It's coming. But Eric, yesterday's news, like the kitty cat litter.
I love all of that advice. Date yourself, get to know yourself, because then you can make room for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go to our next question, we are halfway through it. Time is flying, but we still have lots of time. We have 30 minutes left. I just want to thank everyone that's watching. For example, let's see, we have Christina Hairston, Arkisha McGrew, Carrie Forgus, Cress Spicer, Pam DeVita. Thank you all for watching. That was over on Facebook. On YouTube, we have Stephanie and Valerie and Casey Choice and Kim Porter. Thank you all, Nisa. Thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do any of this without your help because then we'd be talking to no one. And like I said, we have about 30 minutes left. Go ahead, if you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. That will notify you every time we go live, so you never miss a live that we have. Over on Facebook, make sure that you are subscribed or like our page, and you will get notified whenever we go live as well. Don't want to miss these. We do them every single Monday, except for the third Monday of the month. Third Monday of the month, we have Tarot Lives, which we're not on camera, but one of our tarot psychics takes over all of our social media channels and comments back with the card that she pulled for your question. He or she pulls for your question, and we get to as many as we can. So again, every Monday, same time. It's either going to be a Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or one of our tarot comment questions. So last announcement. Live 5, trailing at the bottom right here. If you're a new customer, meaning you've never gotten a reading with California Psychics before, you can use the promo code LIVE5 when you create your account, and it'll automatically give you $5 extra added to your account when you buy your first package. So you get $5 extra to have a longer reading with Psychic Kerrigan, or any of our lovely psychics that we have on the line. Kerrigan, when are you going to be on so people know when they can catch you?
I knew you were going to ask that. I'm looking. I think tomorrow, but let me triple check here. Tomorrow I will be on 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 3 to 6, and then 8 to 10.
Nice. And is that Pacific time?
Oh, I'm sorry, Eastern time. Yeah.
So 3 to 6, and then you said
8 to 10.
8 to 10 Eastern. So everyone, make sure you set an alarm so you can get on when Kerrigan's on, and you can get in her queue if it's busy. Because I know that after these Facebook Lives, they get busy. So everyone get there early.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm normally on in the morning, like 11 a.m., but I have an appointment tomorrow, so I'm working the late shift.
Let's see, we have Lauren asking, I'm having issues communicating with my husband, Mario. Any advice on what to do? I'm a Cancer, he's a Libra. He's been very quiet lately and hasn't been there. Right.
All right, Lauren. So with Mario being the Libra, I get that 100%. The thing of it is with most Libras that for the past, I'd say 2-3 months, there has just been this big part of, I don't want to do anything. I just want to come home. I want to have to get through what I need to get through, and I want to come home and just chill out. I don't want to talk to anybody. And I feel like that's what he's doing. He doesn't want to talk. He just wants to be. He's just diffusing. Now, spirits are saying that, you know, he's preparing himself for transition and change for himself to kind of outgrowing his skin, right? He is going to have a lot of new things come to him that kind of lift him back up, give him that happy-go-lucky feeling again. And I feel like that it's approaching. I wouldn't go past a month's time frame where you're going to see an instant change in Mario. I truly feel like that. But I do feel like he has felt like he has had to glue everything together, not just with your relationship, but everything that's outside of anything he can touch, even though some of the things he doesn't have to glue back together or fix or tackle or plan or whatever. He feels like he has to do all of that because he feels like he has to be in charge in order to feel like he's in control. And he truly hasn't felt like he's been in control, even though he has been. He just hasn't felt like that. And that's debilitating as it is. It just makes you want to go to sleep to feel like that and think like that over and over and over again. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for you. I truly mean that with my heart. But you guys are going to come out of this. I have no doubt that you'll come out of this. But I do feel like it's going to be about another month's time frame before he's not just going to snap out of it. You're going to see him incline, come up, come up, come up. And then, but the first step of him coming up, you'll be like, oh, thank you. Whoever that was that helped, thanks. That is going to happen because you're going to see, a good probably 30% rotation with him. And then week by week, he's just going to rotate more. But, a lot of the static conditions that both of you had gone through, because he pulled in a lot of your energy too when you weren't at your best. Not saying that, you're not at your best, but some of the things, the obstacles in your life that you had to really push hard and forward to get through. He wanted to be there, and he was there cognitively with you the whole entire time. And I'm not saying that wore him down, but everything, all of these layers, like sedimentary rock, he's probably got this many layers upon him that he thinks that he had to manage, and that wore him down. He's coming back up. So when you see him come out, and when you see him being still and going within, I love you, Mario, I love you. Do you need me to get you something? And he'll probably be like, no. Okay, see you later. It's like, love you. And just, you have to stay in that zone because he is a Libra. He needs that validation that he's loved. He needs to know he's taken care of, even though he doesn't want to be taken care of. He still wants to be taken care of. It's like, what do I do with Mario? For real talk. But that, you have to throw those little things at him. Not I can do this. Like, what do you need? What can I do for you? There's no, I'm going to do this for you, or what can, you can't use the word I, me, or nothing. Not right now. Later, maybe in August, September, you can come back to that, but not right now, because everything is about Mario, all of it right now. And that's a tough place to be in, Lauren, it is, but you two will get through it. You will. No worries there. If you need help, if you want to jump into more details, I'll help you with that. Just let me know.
Nice. Diane says, why is James, my twin flame, constantly blocking me right now? He's so closed off.
Diane and James, twin flame, closing her off. I'm so lucky I'm not with my twin flame. I really am, because it's hard. Those relationships are so hard. I think they're harder than soulmates, because you're bound together. You're living in different time frames, the energy's all still there. What he's doing right now is he's being resistant. He doesn't want to believe that this is supposed to be. But he knows deep down inside it is supposed to be. So he's self-sabotaging is what he's doing. And he knows, and he knows that you're there. He knows that you'll take him back like that. And he's playing on that part of it too. Diane, I'm so sorry to tell you that, but that's really what they're showing me. It's like he opens up just a little bit and then he closes. He opens up a little bit. Oh, she's still there. I see her. She's still thinking about me. And then he closes. He's peeking in to make sure you're there. And that gives him the confidence to continue to do what he needs to do to get through the day to the day. But what happens if you're not there? What if he opens up that and he peeks in? Where's she at? Where'd she go? Then you got his attention. Don't play games like that. Don't ever do that, because that can ruin a relationship. But just look at that from a different perspective. So, pretend like this is the crystal ball. This is your crystal ball, Diane. And here I'm Mario. Hey, she's still there. She's right there. Look, see? She's right there. I'm good. Now I'm going to go and work out. I'm going to go get an ice cream cone. I'm going to go and watch Netflix. She's still there. A couple days go by. She's still there. All right. A couple days go by. Where'd she go? Boom. Flat affect. Complete and total shock, like a baby bird falling from the nest. That's when you get some violent, where have you been? What are you doing? Who are you with? Why are you doing this to me? What? Are you kidding? And then it's all your fault. Be prepared for that. Be prepared.
Yes. Twin flames can be very dramatic.
Yeah. Yes. Like masterpiece theater.
And then for anyone that doesn't really know what a twin flame is, there's twin flames, there's soulmate, there's karmic relationships. We have a blog on our website, californiapsychics.com/blog. Search for either of those terms, twin flame, soulmate, and it will kind of give you a checklist of all the definitions of what they mean. You can see what type of relationship you're in. We also have a quiz. What kind of relationship am I in? And the answers are twin flame, karmic relationship, or soulmate. And you can see if you fit that bill. So go to our website and check out that quiz. Our next question comes from Jennifer. Will my boyfriend Victor move in with me soon?
August.
Ooh, that was quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be August. Don't teeter-tot around it. Let him, you've already planted the seeds, so to speak. You both really care about each other. It's coming. But August is the time that Spirit's saying is the highest peak of time for you to really balance out. Because, when you move in with someone, there's that transitional period, there's that readjustment, all of that. Like reacclimating yourself to an environment, to energies, to people, to routines. August, it's going to be smooth sailing. That's the best time to do it.
Nice. Stephanie says, is there a future for me and Daniel?
Let's see. Yeah, but it requires Daniel to have that life, death, rebirth situation where Daniel has to clearly go in front of the major life mirror and pick Daniel apart. He has to pick himself apart. I'm not good at this. I didn't do this. I can do this. I can become better with this. It's almost like he has to do a self-evaluation on himself in order to understand his flaws. Because Stephanie, I'm hearing a lady come through. I feel like it's from dad's side of the family. It's an ancestor from dad's side of the family. She's saying, you do not settle for that. That's what she's saying. She says, you were not raised to settle for that man. So he can shape himself up. And when he does, that's when you can accept him back. But not until say you've got 5 requirements, he's got to meet 3.5 because that's meeting in the middle, and if he falls backwards on this 3.5, you got to go. You can't settle for somebody that's not going to give you what you put out. You put out 150%. You always have, you always will. You were raised like that. I hear him talking. Now there's more that's coming through over here that's talking. I'm getting cold chills, real big cold chills with you.
Definitely sounds like you need a one-on-one call.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, just remind me. Just remind me what the names and what we talked about live feed, and all the people that we're talking. But yeah, he's got in the big mirror, because he's got to see himself for what he is instead of what he tries to be. Because what he's been trying to be isn't. It's appealing and it caught your attention, but let's strip him down on the inside and see what he really is now.
Rush C says, should I continue going to school for music business if I can't transfer my old credits from my old college?
Yes. Who cares about the old credits? Music is music. Music is our universal language because it's rhythm and vibration. And there's what they're saying about the old credits. There's new ways of technology. Back in the day when I played music, there wasn't something called auto-tune. Now everybody uses auto-tune. Everybody's using it. So there's different features. There's different techniques that they're using, and that's why they're saying that some of the old credits might not transfer through. But think of it this way: look at the new knowledge that you're going to learn. Like out with the old, in with the new. Be excited about the new that you can learn. Yeah, it's a little bit more money, but yeah, look how much money you're going to make when you get done with the program. And look at how many cool people that you're going to be able to work with who can inspire you, and you can inspire them, and you all can create wonderful music. And you actually, Rush, you can change the world. I mean, come on, you're your name is the best band's drummer in the world. Rush is, I'm sorry, besides Mitch Mitchell, Rush's drummer is the best. I mean, and you're named after the band, man. Come on. Don't worry about the old. Please do not. You just keep moving forward with that musical passion, and please change the world with your words, with your beats, with your songs, with your rhythms, with your inspiration, because my God, does this world need it. And I mean that.
Nice. I thought this was interesting. Stephanie wrote back. She goes, "Oh wow!" So yeah, Stephanie, you have to call back and get that one-on-one reading. Sounds like there's a lot more Kerrigan can go on about. Okay, next question is from Brooke Anderson. Hello there. Hello. There's a guy who I've been crushing on, Mark. He has previously left his job, and I have no idea where to find him. Will I ever run into him again?
Ooh, let's hope so. Let's see though. I'm not gonna. Let me see. Let's see. So Brooke and Mark. Yeah, but it's going to be on a moon. It's probably okay. All right. I don't try on tools, but I don't like dance questions. You know, it's because you got to think about it. It's like, man, I really met this awesome, cool person, and I didn't know their name, and I didn't walk up, and I didn't get their phone number. Are they going to call me? No. Yeah, I mean, right? So that's when I go to spirit, and that's when I start using my grandmother's old card, right? The card that came up was rare opportunity, and it's the moon. It's a rare opportunity. So yeah, I do feel like potentially can. That's not coming from me. That's coming from my people, my ancestors. So Brooke, yeah, but I don't know when the blue moon is this year. So maybe Google that, but don't pinpoint it like think, oh my God, you know what? I'm going to meet Mark on this blue moon. It could be full moons. It could be like when the moon is still kind of big, but not like 100%. But I really feel like if it's going to happen, Grandma Antonia is saying it's going to happen on a rare blue moon or a full moon. So you can bring that energy to you. You can. Just don't be obsessive about it. I mean, don't go on with your day. And if somebody else comes on your path, please pay attention. But yeah, you can totally make that manifest for you if you truly want that.
Nice. There's a lot of vague questions that just came in that I have to find a more specific one. Janiqua says, is my relationship with my boyfriend Devin genuine, as in marriage? And is my deceased father-in-law helping us along in spirit?
Devin, genuine. Devin is genuine, yes. Genuine about loving you. Marriage, it's like I've got that song, I try not to be a failure, but I know I am. I've got that song going on in my head for some reason, but I feel like he feels that he could fail in marriage, and that's scary. But that's when I feel like the spirits are at hand. The spirits are trying to, balance those whirlwinds of fears and anxieties and insecurities to make it a lot more balanced for both of you to push forward into a ceremony. Yeah, you definitely have spiritual help. I do feel a lot of male energy. We can go into if it's actually your deceased father-in-law. We could talk about that at a different time if you'd like. But I feel I feel yes and yes. Yeah.
Nice. Yes, again, for anyone that is tuning in, Psychic Kerrigan will be online tomorrow from 3 to 6 Eastern time. And then I keep forgetting the second one, the second shift.
Something to 10. I think it's like 2 hours, maybe 10, like 8 to 10, maybe, I think.
10. So everyone just keep a lookout tomorrow. You can add Kerrigan to your psychic circle. If you're not familiar with that, we have a loyalty program. It's a free loyalty program. You just quickly sign up. If you're first time signing up, you get an automatic $20 added to your account, and you get extra points for every reading that you do. And points in the long run equal free readings. And if you add a psychic to your psychic circle and then you read with them, you get extra points on top of the regular points. So there's so many different ways. Head to our website. Again, it's called Karma Rewards. It's our loyalty program. You can learn all about it and sign up for free and get $20 extra just for signing up.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question, I usually don't pick questions that are a little bit, so it's a little vague, but I was drawn to this one. Nicole says, my sister Christine passed away. Please, do you have any messages from her?
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for picking. I love doing mediumship work. That's my biggest talent. Really, it is. So Nicole and Christine. I know you can't answer these questions, and that's okay. But for the past probably 5 to 7 days, I feel like you have felt her presence, whether it get cold chills or lights flickering on and off, or just who's here with me, like that. It's her. I feel like she's trying to comfort you, because I feel like this time, from what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, not hearing it yet, but what I'm seeing and feeling is right now, it's your life is kind of like a whirlwind. It's when you think you got one thing caught up and it's good and everything's balanced, poof, something else happens. And she's just trying to calm the masses, calm the energy for you. And she feels that she needs to be there now. I am seeing that she has transitioned to the spirit realm 100%. There's a lot of dogs around her. I don't know if she was the dog lover or if she didn't like them, she's got to deal with them now. But that might be just something that she has to learn. But I feel more kindred spirit of animal lover, like St. Francis. But she's in the meadow. She's right by the stream, by the water. She's in the meadow. She says it's calm, it's tranquil. She ports back and forth. And I feel like you have a child, a daughter. Nicole has the daughter, the child. So there's daughter, child here somewhere. And Christine is with family too, but really at the moment drawn to this female child. Because she says that. Did you guys just hear that man talking in the background? Like, did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
She's with a man. Who's Bill? We'll talk about that later, but I heard the name Bill come through. She's not alone, Nicole. She's with family. She's with friends. She's not alone. She says she's okay. She says that she loves you to the moon and to the stars, to the moon. She loves you. It's something about grandma Ninny. I don't understand that. Let's talk, because there's definitely messages coming through from her. But I want you to know she's with you 100%. She's not going to let you fall. She's not going to let you continue to go through this whirlwind of crazy energy that you can manage it, but it's debilitating you spiritually to manage so much. So she wants to take a lot of that weight off of you. The other part of it is too, there's somebody up there named Bill, or she said, oh, and you know Bill, or Bill's here with us or something. I heard Bill, and it ain't the bills coming in that we got to pay. I feel like it's a person, definitely a person. Now, was your grandmother like old world? Did she speak a different language or something like that? Because I'm feeling like from the old country, but I heard like Grandma Ninny or not. I don't know, but that came through too. But God, I wish I could just go on and on and on. But I know there's other people. But I'll leave you with that. If you want to explore it more, just let me know. But I hope that at least gets you feeling better. I know you don't.
Yes, Nicole, please give Kerrigan a call for some more information. And if she's not available, then, like I said, any of our mediums that we have on our website. Shelly says, hi, does my Barbara or Deborah have anything to say to me about my near future? Barbara and Deborah, any news from them?
The thing that I feel very strong from here to here is that you have to be that child again. You have to feel that magic from within again, like you did when you were running around with no shoes on when you were 3 or 4 or 5 years old and just laughing and just free. You're free. They're saying you're free and no chains hold you down. You hold you down and they're being strong with you. They're strong with you. Stop letting, oh, good. Are you sure? This isn't me. First of all, this is not me. Stop being so nice to people. Stop letting people walk on you. You're not the doormat. You're too nice. You're too nice. Start being a little bit more not nice. I mean, but don't be so nice, I guess, is what they're saying. Because I feel like there's two people too that have truly taken advantage of your kindness. Like you took care of them, you paid for them. These aren't family like children that we have to take care of and pay for. But this is something different here, and I feel like that just did a whole like 180 on your whole vibe. But that energy's there. They say they love you. They say that happiness is at hand. They keep showing me all these purple flowers. I feel like one of them wanted to wear the purple dress for viewing. And an anchor. You are the anchor. They're anchored. Oh my God. They're anchored in you. They're anchored in you. Their strength is in you. And you are the continuum of their strength and their anchor.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So Shelly, just please start putting your foot down. Stop letting people walk on you, honey. I mean it. Stop it. You're a heck of a lot stronger than people think you are. But go ahead and let them underestimate you for the next couple of months. Go ahead. Let them see kind of can of whoop, you could, open up.
We have an update from Nicole that I wanted to pass through. She says, yes, Italian and dog lover Christine. So
Okay.
that was interesting. Lots of confirmations from your reading. But Nicole, please give her Kerrigan a call because that was very interesting.
Who's the electrician in the family here with Christine or Nicole? Christine's family was the electrician. They worked in the truck and they went and fixed electric things in the truck. I saw that. Sorry. That's just a little side note there.
Let's see. We have time. We have 3 more minutes. Woo, cutting it down to the wire. I'll pick a question. Let's see. Muskan, will my ex Safi reconcile with me ever? Do we have marriage in our future?
I'm sorry. No, this person, no, not good. Not good for you. Maybe good for somebody else, but you, not good for you. No, you deserve to be put up on a pedestal. You deserve to wear the crown and be the queen, not the servant.
Yeah. We probably have time for 1, maybe 2 more questions. But before we do, I just want to remind everyone that we'll be back next week. Same time, Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Got to get the whole span of times there. And next week we'll be back. And if you don't want to miss out, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell on YouTube and on Facebook. Like our page and check out when we post our next update. Next question is from Shanette. Is my mom Carol sending messages to me?
Shanette, So when I'm walking into Carol, when I'm tuning into Carol, I feel like there's such like earth home, right? Earth home, not spirit home. There's something up here with Carol before transitioning. I do feel that. But when I'm okay, there's a lot. When I'm walking in to the front door, it's very extravagant. Like the decor, the taste, the class, the style. Um, I like it. It's good. Messages. Um, if you're thinking about doing education, something, whether it be the promotion to get the job or something to study, knowledge, she says knowledge. Don't overdo it. Don't overspend it. Don't overdo it. You have it, just brush it up a little bit. I don't know if it's CEUs. I don't know if you have to, I feel like somehow you work and help people. And it's almost like that year's almost up to where you have to get that, I don't know, some kind of a credit or a certification or something.
Yeah.
I see a little boy too, and I don't know if that's. Do you still have her vase, or I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm not 100% on this one. It's a vase or it's an urn, but I do see like a fancy. I feel like it's a vase. I feel like it was something that she had because she had some swanky stuff, like old vintage swanky, cool things. She's okay. The message is she's okay. She's still watching over you. She's trying to help you, but she can't. But you're not talking to her like how we're talking to each other right now. You need to verbally out loud go into like a quiet room and pretend like you're talking to somebody on FaceTime so your family don't think you're crazy, right? But talk to her. If you're driving or you have your commute, talk to her. If you're going on the trail, put your headphones in, pretend like you're singing. I don't care, but talk to her because she needs to know specifically what move you need to make across the chessboard because you're not getting knocked off, but you've been knocking a lot of people off. You have been. Your tolerance for people is just zero right now. And that's not your fault. People have not been their best. I hear that. I don't see it. I don't feel it. I hear that part of it.
It was interesting. She did confirm the certification, and just now she said, yes, the vase is next to her bed. Woo.
Okay. Listen, Jeanette, I love you, honey. I want you, I'm saying that to you, not your mom. I'm saying that I love you. I want you to know that you have to continue to empower yourself so you can continue to power other women. That is your purpose. And I feel it. I wish you could see my legs. I didn't shave them and the hairs are standing up on them. Okay? So that is your goal. Now go red. Put some red in there. All right. Put some red in there. Flaunt them colors because you got all these colors to shine and catch the light of people so they can. You don't want them taking your energy, but give them a little bit so they can be attracted to you, so they could look at you and feel something, and they're not going to take it from you, but you're going to have other opportunities come to you too. Why weren't you the doctor? What stopped you? Well, I don't know.
So many things there, and I've said it like 4 times, but it sounds like there's a lot of people today that can benefit from having a full-length, one-on-one call with Kerrigan. So make sure you get in her queue tomorrow and be on the lookout for her because she has some great stuff for you. But thank you so much, Kerrigan, for being with us today. As always, we always love having you, and we will see you next month. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye. Thank you.